The State Minister for Kampala, Togabye, was flanked by the KCCA Deputy Executive Director, Engineer David Rimbazi, among other officials. Members of the Physical Infrastructure Committee tasked the group to explain the latest enforcement against the street vendors. The Deputy Executive Director, Engineer David Rimbazi, called vendors' undertakings illegal.
Many of these people vending on the streets are selling the same items as people in the shops. We're trying to increase our tax base. The people paying taxes who are in the shops cannot sell. So we are trying to, and also there is no trade order at the same time. We're trying to contrast our city with other cities. If there is no city you'll find with authorized street vending to the level that we had. So if we want to pride ourselves in a city that we can compare with other cities, then we need to have trade order. We don't need to allow unauthorized operations to proceed as though they are lawful.
Rimbazi says the eviction is necessary.
The issue of decongestion we already operated. We are trying to, right now we are removing vendors off the streets. The next, the taxis have been returned to the old taxi park. We're reducing the operations of the streets, and the next act will be on border borders, supported by policy imperatives from our political leaders.
State Minister for Kampala, Togabye, says a 3 billion kitty is in place for vendors upon relocation.
Many of them got out of markets. Many of them got out of shops. They can go back to the shops and pay taxes and pay the levies, which helps government, and we have an organized city.
These are the people working with a capital of 30,000, 20,000, 10,000, stall attendants and so on. So the president gave us 3 billion to support them. However, we can't support them where they are just rattling around. So we want them to be in an established area, like a market, where we can go and organize them into groups, and then we start helping them.
The MPs, however, queried the lack of prior plan before enforcement.
To date, KCCA doesn't know how many hawkers they have in the city. Neither do they know how many vendors they have in the city, street vendors. So you cannot say you are chasing away vendors without knowing them, without knowing where they are going.
Or you can gazette in terms of places, that these places be gazetted for those people. Now, whoever gets inconvenienced by their activities will not go to those places. He will have an option. But we do believe there are people, the inconvenience. So by gazetting them to particular days or by gazetting them to particular areas, we shall be having a consensus, a win-win situation.
The KCCA officials were presenting their 2022-2023 financial year budget to a tune of over shillings 224 billion. Ramson Muhire, CTV PM edition.